Carol Costello fell for it.
Totally.
And she continues her line of BS questioning with Medea. Let's go.
Well, we didn't hear the policy changes that had been predicted. For example, that he would take the drones out of the hands of the CIA, a non-military organization that has been killing so many innocent people, that he would stop the authorization of signature strikes, which means killing people on the basis only of suspicious behavior that's led to the killing of many innocent people. He did not say that he was going to begin the release immediately of the 86 people who've been cleared for release by the Department of Defense, Justice, FBI, CIA, Homeland Security.
But all of these things that you're talking about don't have simple solutions, and the president just can't act on his own.
What?
So she just gave her the litany of what the president could be doing and isn't doing and why she said what she said. And Carol Costello, just oblivious to all of it, and just goes, wait a minute, there aren't easy solutions. So you know, in the case when there aren't easy solutions, everyone is supposed to shut the fuck up about it. You're not supposed to say anything. Just like during the Civil War, everybody shut up because there wasn't an easy solution. They just quietly shot each other. That's what you're supposed to do in a situation where there's no easy solutions.
Well, and she says the president just can't do what he wants to do. Well, clearly he can, because he's doing it.
He's doing it.
Because that's what all the executive power is about these days.
That's what we're talking about. He's killing people without trial.
Right.
He's doing whatever he wants to do.
Once again,
Yes.
you've confused President Barack Obama with the Queen of England. Happens a lot. It's an easy mistake to make.
It happens.
Yeah.
There's more from Carol Costello. Let's listen.
She just won't shut up.
It sounded to me like the president was going down that road anyway. And he was giving this very important policy speech that, frankly, Americans needed to hear.
I want to slap her.
Yeah, so...
No, you didn't fall for the spin at all.
No, she didn't fall for it. Yeah, the people needed to hear the speech, and you were just interrupting it. Okay, go ahead. Now, it's even worse. You think it can't get worse? It's going to get worse right now.
So again, you know, I posed the question on my Facebook page and asked them what they wanted to ask you, and a lot of them said that you were hurting your own cause because, one, you appeared rude to the President of the United States, and two, you just seemed a little crazy.
Oh my God.
Speak truth to power, and then the news people call you crazy. You know what? I guess that's what passes for reporting now over at CNN. You just kind of repeat insults people typed on your Facebook page. If that's what's reporting, now guess what? I've got a little reporting to do too. My Facebook page, some people type, hey, she didn't tell you about the parts on the CNN Facebook page where they called Wolf Blitzer a faggot. She didn't decide to repeat that little piece of tidbit information, but she wanted to pass along. Hey, guess what else they wrote? They wrote that they thought you were a corporate tool. Who couldn't see through Barack Obama's talking points with an electron microscope and something else that helps you see.
Also on my Facebook page, all my friends say that my cousin Amy's daughter looks just like Mary Stuart Master. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was. I'm sorry, weren't journalists supposed to be objective? She looked like she just wanted to just get in a cat fight with Medea or something. It was really awkward
that was
energy.
The farthest thing from objectivity.
It was like she was like, I'm gonna bring you down, bitch.
Also, there's a way to do it. Medea, look, you were rude to the president. You know you're going to turn people off like that, interrupt the president in the middle of an important speech. That said, so I think you lose a lot of people when you do that. That said, I understand your point, because let's talk about this.
Let's talk about the points you made.
Let's talk about the points.
He says that this is a lot of the New York Times says this is a major policy change. Why don't you think it is?
Well,
and all of a sudden we're having an interview with her, and you get in your point that maybe you shouldn't interrupt the president. Although I am, I think we all are here, sympathetic to it because no one's asking the questions.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, no one else is bringing these things up, so how else as citizens are we supposed to do this? And thankfully she had access and she got to do that, and she spoke for what so many people sit in their houses all day thinking about.
How did she get an invitation?
Yeah, that's
Who's
awesome.
handing those out? Let's have the Code Pink lady and see. She's only interrupted the president 7 times so far. I don't think she'll do it an 8th time, will she? That would be rude.
Or maybe Barack let her come in knowing she would do something like that because, and I'm not in a cynical way, but that it's like, like I was saying, some part of him is human and does have a soul that's dying inside, wants to make sure, because at one point in the speech, I don't know if you're going to play it or not, he says, it's important we hear this woman speak.
Right.
He acknowledged that.
Right.
And for me, that was like, Yes, that is true. We all there's many voices in this country, and we need her voice just as much as we need the president's
So
voice.
he says, so yeah, he did say after they dragged her out.
Yes.
He said that it's important that we hear that woman's voice.
And hear what she has to say about
And that's a perfect example of him playing both sides of it again.
I get that,
Because
yes.
what she has to say, Barack, is that you're full of shit. And that's why you're encouraging us to listen to her, and she's saying that you're not doing what you're
And
supposed to.
so he's saying then in turn, actually, America,
Yeah.
I am full of shit.
I am full of shit. You can't say what you say and then say we should listen to her.
Right.
You can't believe both things, Barack. You can't. That's
right.
Again, that whole
But you
thing
can-
of balancing national security with the Constitution. There's no such thing as balancing that.
That's, by the way, that's no way. That's not just the point of today. That's going to be the point of the week. And I don't know whether you stole that from someone.
No.
but it's
no.
great. The idea of balancing the Constitution. No. It's the Constitution.
Right.
It wins. There's no weight you can put on the other side that evens it out.
It's all bad.
It's
Well,
like this.
we'll have some unconstitutional shit and some constitutional
And if they
shit.
do,
exactly.
it goes to the Supreme Court and they let them work it out. What's the balancing of it? I mean,
No,
that's what constitutional law is about. It's about balancing two sides of an argument.
But currently, that's a horrible idea.
I agree. Let's wait a few years for that to happen then.
I don't know why Ben had to hurt my feelings and accuse me of stealing a great idea.
I don't know.
No, I just meant like it was. No, it's
I
just.
come up with some ideas
I
on my
felt
own
your pain.
sometimes. Thanks. I know. It's in my face. You can see it.
I could see it.
It's all right, Ben. Don't try to make it better.
tear was happening.
It's all right. It happened. It's all right. You can have stress. You have a baby.
It was a way to cover me. It was a way to cover myself in case like that's been said for like months and I just totally have missed it. No, it's freaking genius.
Okay. Thank you. Because sometimes I am. All right.
I mean, you probably read it.
I had to know when you said it. I actually had to go. Did I come up?
Wait a minute. I made a good point.
I was like, wait a minute.
Holy fuck.
I do repeat things a lot. I will say that.
At middle age, it happens. It's
Not
what we
jokes.
do. It's what we
but,
do.